I would leave him if it wasn't so complicated. I stay because divorce will cause my kids to be devastated. They're still young. I don't want them to feel anger or self-hate. They won't think that mom and dad live more like roommates. They will blame themselves, thinking somehow they did it. This is the reason I can't file for divorce right now. Just forget it. Come on now. Don't act like that. You know I really want to be with you. But my kids are still young. What do you expect me to do? I want to see you tonight. Yes, I know what we're doing isn't right. But I need you to make me smile. Something he hasn't done in quite a while. One day I will leave, and we will be legit. But for now, these are the terms and we have to stick to it. We have to keep our love a secret. It needs to stay just between us. Because other people won't understand, they would look at this with disgust. It may get back to my kids or my husband, and he cannot know. Yes, I agree. Before messing with you, I should have let him go. But I can't break up my kids' home just because I love another man. I've thought about it in my mind over and over again. When I am home with him, you're the only one on my mind. Notice you always the one I'm with when he thinks I'm working overtime. I know it's hard, but you need to trust me. I'm not usually unfaithful, but I've been very unhappy for years in my marriage, that is. Imagine being tied to someone who is very insensitive, someone who don't hug you, don't kiss you. You go out of town, he doesn't act like he even miss you. All he's ever cared about was his own wants and ignored mine. When I need attention, he never wants to find the time. I gave him love, I gave him support, and helped him build his career. When I needed things, he just simply was never there. I got fed up, and that's when I found you. He's never made me feel the way that you do. If it wasn't for the kids me and him would have been through. I love you and not him, but the kids need their dad. Besides, us being together in secret hasn't been so bad. Honestly, I feel stuck. I feel torn. I knew our marriage was over the day our last child was born. I don't love him anymore. Just at this time, I'm unable to pack my bags and walk out the door. Right now, this is just what we have to endure. At night, when I'm home, you're who I'm wishing for. The only one I'm thinking of. We know what we mean to each other, so what if this is a secret love? Can I see you tonight? I want to fall into your arms and forget the pressures of having a family. So what if I'm married? You're the only man for me. I know you're getting tired of having to hide, but right now, I need you to stay by my side. I plan to leave one day, just not yet. No, I'm not stringing you along. What we have is much deeper than sex. You complete me on a level that he never could. You've given me what he will not, a feeling of being understood. Yes, what we are doing is wrong, but for the right reason. Being with you feels good. It feels very pleasing. I've never been a cheater before. Seeing the pain in your face makes me want to leave him more. But you knew I was married. I never lied to you. Keep meeting in secret is what we just gotta do. I wish you would have met me before he did. Then maybe we'd be married and you'd be the father of my kids. Instead of people looking at you funny for loving another man's girl. That's how it should be. But we don't live in a perfect world. I'm in a marriage that I desperately want out of. You're unhappy because we have to hide being in love. I can't leave because it will break up my kids' home, which leaves me feeling sad, stressed, judged, and all alone. Why make a big deal out of what we have? Let's just live in the moment and hope that it lasts. Don't think about my husband because he doesn't even know about you. Just know that I don't want to ever be without you. I'm only married on paper. I'm saying a straight fact. There's nothing between us anymore. Him and I both know that. then why won't I leave? I've explained it to you. It's a tangled web I've weaved. I can't traumatize the children me and him conceived. I need you to be understanding a little bit longer, please. You're who I want. You're who I need. But I can't end things right now, as much as I hate it. Like I said before, this whole thing is complicated. A couple of years now we've dated. Why is it a must that I leave right now when you know legally to him I'm bound? I don't love him anymore. I don't know how many times I have to say it, but my kids' well-being is not something I'm going to play with. It's better to meet you in secret and sneak on the phone than to subject my children to being products of a broken home. I don't want to be with him anymore. That ship has sailed. But how will this affect them knowing that their parents' marriage have failed? You really want me to make such a selfish decision so that we can be together? It feels good being with you, but my kids' happiness feels better. I've made up in my mind, soon as the kids leave, so will I. When they're older, they're more likely to understand why, but now it's just not the time. So I guess I can't see you tonight, because I'm not telling you what you want to hear. You've always known I was married. Come on now, you're not playing fair. My question is, who have you been talking to? Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden out of the blue? So my love is no longer enough for you? It sounds like breaking up my kids' home is what you want me to do. I'm married to him on paper, but with you there's a friendship. The very thought of you can make a couple beats of my heart skip. When my last child leaves, then I will be done. Why are we making conflict where there doesn't need to be none? You do have me as much as you can. I may be married, but you are my lover and friend. I never, ever want this to end. You're who I adore. For the last time, I don't love him anymore.